Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Parkside Cabin Rentals. If you're looking for a spot in the Smokies, you will not beat a cabin from Parkside Cabin Rentals. Private hot tubs, jacuzzis, pool tables, fireplaces, outdoor fireplaces, grills, mountain streams, mountain views. Oh, and free parking when you decide to go into downtown Gatlinburg. You're not going to beat that. Go check out their blueprints, their layouts, their floor plans. That's the word I was looking for. They're not going to put their blueprints online, but you can look at their floor plans. ParksideCabinRentals.com to learn more. All right, back with Vince, Bob, and Chuck. I've just had some great graphics that I spent time building. We're throwing them out because we're over. So let's just get into it. Should Vol fans be satisfied with a very good coach? He's a very good coach, probably Hall of Fame, borderline Hall of Fame coach. That Hall of Fame is a little tougher to get into than I initially thought, so maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Very good coach. Should they be satisfied with what they're getting, or should they be wanting more from Rick Barnes or from their basketball program? Now, Vince, you've been out here, so I'm going to hit one of these to Bob.
Yeah.
Should they want more? Yes, they should want more. Should they be satisfied? Yes. A perfect Cavaliersing of the question.
I wanted to do that too.
No, I was over at Thompson Bowling this year. It's a fantastic atmosphere. I had gone to Thompson Bowling in the past when I had more fun at Mausoleums. So I just think that if you're on that bandwagon of wanting to do something other than Rick Barnes, it's kind of foolish. Tennessee is a great place to go watch a basketball game. I still have some faith that eventually he'll break through. Eventually.
Okay.
Next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
When he's 73.
Something can happen that could get him to break through this stuff. But if I'm a Tennessee fan, and I've seen a lot of Tennessee basketball, yes, I'd be happy.
Yeah, you should always want more. And basketball matters at Tennessee. I'm not so sure it'll.
You should always want more.
You should.
Yeah, that's right. You're like the national championship. Yeah, but what about recruiting?
But look, it's a tournament sport. And at the end of the day, that's how a lot of the evaluations are going to be done. How many people are going around saying, yeah, we were 16-2 at home this year. We were 18-0 last year.
So how much do you want change? Enough to make a change?
Well, I remember Donnie Tyndall. And I remember some of the, like Bob saying, some of those lane years that would like a 63-point loss to Kentucky. It's not as good as we want it to be, but it's still pretty good.
Okay, so people should want more, but
not at the expense of letting a really good coach go.
Okay, and that's where you are as well.
That's exactly where I'm at.
Totally agree on that. You forget what it was like before that if you're wanting a new coach, fire Barnes and all that stuff. So, yes, you should want more, but not a change.
People look at it and they say, well, look, Georgia was tired of Mark Richt and they got rid of him and they got Kirby Smart. That's one that worked.
Yes.
Tennessee did it with Majors. You're good, but we can do better with Fulmer. And it was better for a while. Then they said, well, we can do better than Fulmer. And they didn't find somebody better. You're in the wilderness if it goes wrong. I'm with you guys. Look, do you want more? Sure. But if your big problem with Rick Barnes, this will tell you your age. If your big problem with Rick Barnes is, he wins all kinds of games, he keeps the arena filled, but he loses in March. Well, if you're my age, you remember not getting to March.
You remember when you were hoping to get an NIT bid.
Exactly.
I mean, you
You're
basically went from the end of the Don DeVoe era to Jerry Green.
Yeah.
And you did nothing over that period of time. You did virtually nothing. And I can't put exactly how many years that was, but it was a few years.
The 90s.
Well,
the 90s were lost.
We did shows. Boy, are we going to get an NIT bid this year? Are we going to be able to keep playing?
Yeah. So I just think it's silly to roll the dice when you've got somebody who is as good as he is.
And clean program.
Yeah. We'll talk about, okay, we'll do a little bit more on that. I will ask you this very quickly. No, I won't. We don't have time for it. So I just had to wonder what I was going to ask you. You'll never know. When we come back.
Yes.
When we come back, why is Tennessee paying Rick Barnes so much money? And do most fans and Danny White agree with the rationale? Let's discuss that angle of it next. Come on back.